So today we're going to solve quadratic equations using the quadratic formula. So for an equation ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0, we can solve this equation using the quadratic formula. X equals negative b plus and minus square root of b squared minus 4ac over 2a. Okay? So when all other methods fail, you can always use the quadratic formula to solve the quadratic equation. So you can solve any quadratic equation using the quadratic formula. So let's solve a few examples. So here's the first example. We have x squared plus 6x plus 8 equals 0. Okay, so using the quadratic formula that we have here, we're going to solve this equation. Okay, so here we have a equals 1, b is equal to 6, and c equals 8. Okay, so these are corresponding coefficients and constants in the original equation, right? Okay, so we're going to plug these into the formula to solve the equation. Okay, so x then is equal to negative 6 plus and minus square root of 6 squared minus 4 times a is 1 and c is 8. Like that. Over 2 times a equals 1, so 2 times 1. So this is going to be equal to negative 6 plus and minus square root of 6 squared is 36. Okay, minus 4 times 1 times 8, that's 32. 32 over 2 times 1 is just 2. Okay, so just 2, right? So that equals negative 6 plus and minus. Okay, square root of 36 minus 32, that's 4. Okay, and all over 2. Okay, so that is, I'm going to come up here. Okay, so that's negative 6 plus and minus square root of 4, that is 2. Okay, over 2. Okay, so then I can divide everything by 2. Okay, so this can become 3, and that's 1, and this is 1, like that. So this is essentially negative 3 plus and minus 1. So basically x is equal to negative 3 plus and minus 1. So that is just negative 3 plus 1, that's negative 2. And negative 3 minus 1, that's negative 4. Okay, so we have our solution. X equals negative 2 or negative 4. Okay, here's the next problem. We have 3x squared minus 5x minus 2 equals 0. So just like in the last problem, we're going to have a equals 3, b equals negative 5, and c equals negative 2. So we're going to plug these numbers into the formula to solve the equation. Okay, so we're going to have x equals, okay, b is negative 5, okay, but there's a negative sign in front, and plus and minus square root of b squared, that's negative 5 quantity squared, minus 4 times 3 times negative 2, okay, all over 2 times 3. Okay, like that. Okay, so this is going to be equal to, well, negative 5, that's positive 5, plus and minus, okay, square root of quantity negative 5, quantity squared, that's 25, okay, minus 4 times 3 times negative 2, well, there's 2 negative signs, so that's going to be a plus. Okay, and 4 times 3 times 2, well, that is 24. So we're going to have 24 over 2 times 3, that's 6. Okay, So it's like that. So that equals 5 plus and minus square root of, okay, 25 plus 24, that is 49, okay, over 6, like that. Okay, so that's 5 plus and minus, okay, square root of 49, that's 7, okay, over 6, like that. So x is equal to either 5 plus 7 over 6 or 5 minus 7 over 6. Okay? So x is basically either 5 plus 7 over 6, so that's 12 over 6, or 5 minus 7, that's negative 2 over 6. Okay? So then x is equal to 12 over 6, that's 2. Okay? Or negative 2 over 6, that's 1/3. Okay, so that's just negative 1/3, like that. And we have our solution. X equals 2 or negative 1/3. Okay, so here's the next problem. We have x squared equals 4x equals negative 28. So first, I'm going to bring negative 28 to the other side, and we're going to have x squared minus 4x plus 28 is equal to 0. Okay, and now we have the equation in the right form. Okay, so of course we have a equals 1, b equals negative 4, and c equals 28. Okay, so we're going to plug these into the formula to solve the equation. So x then is equal to negative 4 plus and minus square root of negative 4 squared, a quantity negative 4 squared, minus 4 times 1 times 28, like that, all over, okay, 2 times 1, like this. Okay, so this is equal to negative 4, that's positive 4, plus and minus square root of, okay, quantity negative 4 squared, that's 16, minus, okay, 4 times 1 times 28, okay, that is 116, like this, all over, okay, just 2, okay, like that. So this is equal to 4 plus and minus, okay, square root of 16 minus 116, so that's negative 100, okay, over 2, okay. So I'm just going to come along here, but x then is equal to 4 plus and minus, okay, square root of negative 100, that's going to be square root of 100, okay, times I. Okay, I is outside the square root. Okay, so this is going to be a complex number. We're going to have complex numbers as our solution. Okay, so over 2, like that. Okay, so this is equal to 4 plus and minus. Okay, square root of 100, that's 10, and that is just 10i. Okay, over 2. So we can divide everything by 2. So this is going to be 2, and that's going to be 5, and this is going to be just 1. Okay, so our solution is x then is equal to 2 plus and minus 5i. Okay, and that is our solution. So this is how you solve quadratic equations using the quadratic formula. If you like this video, please be sure to like my video and subscribe to my channel by clicking on the subscribe button on the channel page. Thank you for watching.